Welcome to this episode of Accounting for Small Business with business accountant Georgie Klein.
Record keeping. When you start your business or any time, you should also, I recommend you keep track of all your income and expense items and your receipts. That way you start making good records and making good habits of what you keep track of. Habits and patience are the most important thing of keeping track of your records. The things to consider are your income, what kind of income you have, and the type of your clients. Like with mine, I have ongoing clients, so I have to have a client file for each one of my clients so I can keep track of all my visits. Then you have your expenses. You have your direct expenses, and that's the expenses that have to do with the day-to-day running of your business. So if you're selling widgets, it's all the parts to create that widget. For like me, it would be any subcontractors. Then you also have operating expenses, and that's all the expenses to run your business that everybody has, and that's your advertising, your printing, your telephone. Then you have your equipment that you've purchased. Did you buy a computer? Did you buy a laptop? Did you buy a printer? You should have a file for each one of them items so that you keep track of warranties and your purchase dates and any other information, repairs on that kind of information. And then you have it where you're working. If you're at a home-based business, then you have the square footage of the space you're using. That square footage can be used as a percent of your rent, your mortgage interest, and your utilities and repairs, so you need that kind of information to keep. Then, how do you get places? You have your car. So, are you going to use one car 100% of your business? Then you need the purchase price of your car, all the expenses, your gasoline, and your repairs. Now, or if you're going to share your car with personal business, then you have the mileage to keep track of. So then you need to keep track of all your goings and comings and how many miles that is a day you drive. And of course you have the small things like parking. If you're going to have employees, then you have employee records. A file for each one of your employees will have all the pertinent information about that individual. And then you have your payroll reports, and that would be all your salaries you paid and expenses and all your payroll taxes that you're going to pay. So you have a lot of things to consider when doing your new business. Well, for my clients, I always use QuickBooks. QuickBooks is like the most premier software package there is, and that is what primarily is used by most people. But I've also seen very simple spreadsheets to very complicated spreadsheets that individuals use. So find something that you're comfortable with and your accountant is comfortable with you using. To keep your track of your records, I have assortment of composition books, spiral notebooks, and my clients will tell you that I hand them such things from time to time that I give them to help them keep track of their business. You can have manila folders, you can have designer folders, and you can also use expanding folders that have monthly tabs for you put your receipts in by month. Just please don't put them in a shoebox full. And also think about it, if I was the IRS audit, how would you want somebody to come into your home and look at your income and expense? With a follow-up, you can always go to my website and learn more about Biz by Georgie, and my information will also be out on my page on Facebook under Biz by Georgie LLC and on my LinkedIn under Georgie Klein. Thank you.
Thank you for watching this episode of Accounting for Small Business with Georgie Klein. For more great information, visit her website at bizbygeorgie.com. Also browse the other shows found right here at Columbus Biz TV Shows.